lights out, and we're underway here in Argentina for the Tissot Sprint. Frankie Morbidelli got a really good start from 4th place in the factory Yamaha. Morbidelli might lead the first corner. He does. What a start by Morbidelli.
Not had a good start. Nor has Vinales. He's on the outside. He's down at least 2 places.
And is that Binder or Miller? I think it might be Binder who's made an absolute rocket off the line, as he always so often does. He's not going to get through on the Ducatis, is he, in the braking zone into turn number 5. It's Alex Marquez that has the advantage. Bezzecchi on the inside trying to get through on Marini, and it looks like he might just be able to pick up his team. Oh, Morbidelli using the tight line and the corner speed of the Yamaha. He got up the inside. He picked up Alex Marquez going through turns 7 and 8. Oh, Joan Mir. Can it get any worse for Repsol Honda right now? Frankie Morbidelli out of absolutely nowhere leads here in Argentina. Binder, incredible. Brad Binder started this 12-lap sprint in 5th on lap 1. Binder now a Saturday man as well.
Yeah, who would have predicted that order across line? Morbidelli, Mark.
Sprint in Portugal last weekend, crashed out himself and then got a long lap in the main race. So Joan Mir's new adventure with the sprint here has gone home.
Look at Marquez
and a massive inside line. Vinales getting through on Bezzecchi. Oh, you can't take your eyes off this, can you? There's bumping, there's barges.
That was Vinales nerving Bezzecchi wide into turn 5. Vinales now is 7th. Alicia Spargo is now leading Aprilia. He took advantage now with Bagnaia taking Alex Marquez, or at least trying to. Bagnaia, the world champion, 5th.
Zarco line against KTM's Binder. Marini there in 3rd place. The big scare that Alex Marquez coming out of turn 4 on that last lap cost him big time. He's back down in 4th.
If you'd have told me
qualifying session this morning in 4th. Here comes Binder using some KTM power. Morbidelli's just too sharp on the brakes into that tight first gear. Turn number 5, he just about put forgettable, haven't they, for Frankie Morbidelli? Where has this come from? From Morbidelli. This is astonishing.
Astonishing. He's right, though. I can guarantee one thing. Frankie Morbidelli, seeing this opportunity, won't give this up without a fight.
Yeah, and he's not scared to swap some paint. I remember he had some big battles. Here comes Binder through then, coming through. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, qualifying is pivotal, we understand, in MotoGP. Yeah. Well, someone tell Brad Binder that. He leads this race then at 1/4 distance.
Morbidelli in 2nd. Then it's Marini. We'll just try and catch our breath here. On the last lap, Marco Bezzecchi on the 72 bike set the pace. Turn number 5. How tight do you want it? How close is the action here? Bagnaia then tries again for the inside line, coming through turn number 12. Talk about the proverbial hot knife through butter like Brad Binder was at the start of this Grand Prix. He takes your breath away. You have to just marvel at the skill, the bravery of the South African, don't you? To come from 15th, all this new air mass, Binder will have it just by a whisker from Morbidelli. He's doing a great job hanging on to 2nd place. Marini and Marquez can't find a way
that they wanted. 7th and 8th for Aprilia. We thought they'd have the front to themselves this weekend.
I'm not a religious person, but I'm praying that we've got an onboard camera with Brad Binder so we can get replays post. Nothing short of astonishing. Again, Frankie Morbidelli, there's nothing wrong with the top speed of that Yamaha this year. We know that they found some more horsepower with that inline 4-cylinder M1 number 8. He just sat him up as we look forward from Bagnaia now in that little hollow, the dip coming through turns 9 and 10. And it's all about just punishing the left-hand side of that rear tyre now as the 5. Everybody now getting the pace is hotting up here. Alicia Spargo set the best lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:39.277. Binder, Morbidelli, Marquez
5.7 seconds, covering all 17 riders out on track. They're all battling right the way down to the lower end of the points and beyond. We're on board
there, didn't he? I just wonder with a bit of extra maybe slipstream coming into turn number 5. He just got sucked in there in the braking zone. Bagnaia finds a way through. Alex Marquez, Bezzecchi did really going into turn number 9, and all of a sudden Brad Binder just started to make what looks like a bit of a break, a small break albeit, at the front of this sprint. On the outside, Bezzecchi did get through. There was not a lot of room there, but Marco Bezzecchi will take that 5th place. To build your speed down this long back straight. Can Marini get through here on Morbidelli? He's been sat behind his VR46 Academy stablemate for
this lap.
So happy to see Frankie Morbidelli right at the sharp end of a race in MotoGP again, because he's had to take some big stick over the last 18.
You can see the race lead just up the road from him. It's his teammate who's chasing that race leader. It's Brad Binder at the moment then, personal best.
Still not fully fit. He's had some horrible problems with a neck injury. Right here, he said, in the turbulent air around bikes. A real pain in the neck. He's been having 24-hour round-the-clock. Back to on the world champ.
They've been swapping paint since free practice this morning, haven't they? Bezzecchi and Bagnaia, very good friends. They spoke in
down in 15th place. We kind of discounted it, didn't we, before the start? And within 2 or 3 laps, he was at the front. At the moment, he looks so. Just set the fastest lap of this sprint, a 38.973.
Alex Marquez once again charging past Bagnaia. Bagnaia into the main race tomorrow to try and take advantage in that. Michael My question here now, with 4 laps to go, is how much is Frankie Morbidelli a bit of a cork in the bottle?
Here is Marini then. He finally gets through. He's been waiting and waiting and waiting, but he runs it a little bit hot. The Yamaha and Morbidelli's able to cut it a little bit tighter coming through turn number 7 and 8. Marini again, they start the climb up through turn number 9. He's picked the inside line. It was a dream and fairy tale here for Aprilia and Aleix Espargaro in the Grand Prix 1 year ago. Sprint. He's down at turn 9, having started P9. Oh, Bezzecchi, that's aggressive. He picks Ash to the finish line. 3 to go here in the Tissot Sprint in Argentina. And Brad Binder leading.
But it's now the Mooney PR46 riders chasing him because they look quick. That's what happened to Aleix Espargaro. It's easily done to chase after Binder, but they're running out of time.
He's got to get through here on Marini. Side by side they go down the 6th gear sweep. About 345 kilometres an hour now. Bezzecchi hat eyes on Bezzecchi in second place. They come through sector 2 now. He's just under 1/10 of a second behind Binder.
They're on the table, is he, Bezzecchi, in this one? 2 laps to go when they cross the line next time round, and they'll...
Incredible. Manic action in MotoGP here in the sprint race in Argentina. Marco Bezzecchi, having got through on Marini, has got the hammer down. Endless charge. The gap down to just under 6.5 tenths.
Yeah, if he keeps that up, he'll be with Brad Binder on the final lap of the race, and he is bringing Marini along with him. Marini time on Bezzecchi. Behind this group, Morbidelli still maintains 4th. He's got 6/10 of a second of a cushion over
that we're coming up to right now. Just ahead of the poleman Marquez is Pecco Bagnaia. Just checking on sector 2 where Bezzecchi was very, very strong.
Corner, if I'm within striking distance, I'm launching an attack.
Yeah, well, the last 2 laps, Bezzecchi's taken 7 to 8/10 of a second. Last lap of a 4. He gets that Michelin rear tyre hooked up, and he's now going to just hit the turbo button on that Ducati GP22. He comes alongside Binder.
If you can outbrake Brad Binder to win a race, then you deserve it. Marco Bezzecchi, you can see he's able to carry that.
Desperately hanging on to what will be an excellent 4th place. That's where he started. Time is running out here for Marco Betz. He's building. Binder, inch perfect though, isn't he? Through turn 12, and he looks like brilliant in the Tissot Sprint in Argentina. What a victory. He started from the back of the 5th row. There, man, how many times have we labelled him a Sunday man? Well, he's now a Saturday. Actually took it at the checkered flag from Marco Bezzecchi by just 7/100ths of a second. Bezzecchi needed a 13-lap sprint, really, didn't he? He was I think if you looked up in the dictionary now the word phenomenal, you'll see Brad Binder's name next to it, because that was incredible. Folks, we're watching at home. This was late fireworks as Alex Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia and Vinales. Great job. 4th on the grid and 4th in the race.